face you.
What's up guys, today I'm bringing you a Pheonixmaster1 Wi-Fi battle. This is a NU match versus ThePikaWu, and before we begin, please make sure to leave a like. I definitely appreciate all of the likes and the comments. So I'm using a team which was given to me by my buddy Dean. I'll leave his channel link down below as well. He's a phenomenal NU player, and as you can see, he's using a hyper offense team, and the Jinx on his team is going to be the biggest threat to my team. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm going to be leading off with my Choice Scarf Scyther, as he's going to be leading off with his Size Method. I'm gonna be going right for the U-turn to see if he's offensive or defensive. So I'm gonna go for the U-turn, and looking at the damage, he's definitely not a physically defensive Size Method. So I'm gonna go into my specially defensive Luminion, as he predicts my switch and goes right for the Earth Bar, and it does around half to a specially defensive Luminion. So this means that he's definitely a choice spec Size Method. So I'm gonna go back into my Scyther because I know he's logged in, as he switches out as well into his Buffalant, and I cannot stay in, so I'm gonna go for the U-turn. And I do have a pretty good switch into this Buffalant, which is my Rhydon, because I can easily take any of his moves. He's gonna go for the EQ, which does not do too much damage to me because Rhydon is really bulky with a Valite. So I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rocks, as I do not see a Rapid Spinner or a Defogger on his team, as he makes a really aggressive switch into his Jinx. And if I had gone for the Rock Blast on the switch, this Jinx would have been dead, but he's gonna go for the Lovely Kiss and hit. So my Rhydon is gonna go to sleep, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the Ice Beam. So I'm gonna go into my Assault Vest Hariyama, as he does end up going for the Ice Beam, and I do have Thick Fat as my ability, so it really does not do anything. And Jinx has a really bad defense, so I can easily scare him out, as he's gonna go into his Choice Spec Size Method. And like I said, I'm Assault Vest, so I can easily take this Choice Specs Hydro Pump and knock this Size Method out with close combat. So he's gonna go down, and now he's gonna go into his Hariyama. I cannot stay in because I do need my own Hariyama to check his Jinx. So I'm gonna go into my physically defensive Vileplume, as he ends up going for the knockoff, and there's not much this Hariyama can do to me. So he's gonna switch out and go into his Buffalant, which most likely has Sap Sipper, and because he has a Buffalant on his team, there is no way I'm going for the Giga Drain or the Sleep Powder. So I'm gonna predict his Buffalant and go right for the Sludge Bomb, which is gonna do a really nice chunk, and I'm able to get the poison as well. And I really have no reason to stay in because I do have a Rhydon which can eat up any hit from this thing, and even though my Rhydon is asleep, it can still completely wall this Buffalant. So he ends up going for the hit charge, and the recall and the poison damage is gonna knock him out. Now he's gonna bring in his Hariyama. I really have no use of my Rhydon at this point, especially when he's asleep. So I'm gonna leave in my Rhydon, as its only job was to get up the Stealth Rocks in this match, and this Hariyama is gonna take out my Rhydon by going for 2 Ice Punches, and my Rhydon is gonna go down. Now I'm gonna bring in my own Hariyama so that I can go for the Fake Out and just bring him down to the point where my Choice Scarf Scyther can knock out his Hariyama with Aerial Ace. So I'm gonna go for the Fake Out and then switch into my physically defensive Vileplume, as he ends up going for the close combat. And even though my Vileplume is taking all this damage, even if he gets a max damage roll with his Ice Punch, he will not be able to knock me out. So he's gonna go for the Ice Punch, as I'm gonna hang on with 3 HP, and I'm gonna go right for the Synthesis because I know I'm gonna get the Effect Spore sometime soon. So he's gonna go for his second Ice Punch, and this time I'm gonna get the Effect Spore, and his Hariyama is gonna go to sleep as I end up going for the Synthesis. And I know he's not gonna stay in with his Hariyama. He's probably gonna go into his Rapidash or his Jinx, so I'm gonna predict his switch and go for the Sludge Bomb, as he ends up going into his Jinx. And like I have said before, this thing is a big threat to my team, and I might need my Vileplume for his Hariyama if he ends up waking up. So I'm gonna save my Vileplume and go into my Flareon, expecting him to go for the Lovely Kiss or the Ice Beam, as he ends up going for the Lovely Kiss. He's gonna miss his first Lovely Kiss, but he's gonna hit the Falling Turn. And the reason why I brought in my Flareon on this Jinx was because I have Sleep Talk, and this is a Choice Banded Flareon, so this Jinx is gonna get blasted by this frustration, and the biggest threat to my team is gonna go down. So he's gonna bring in his Hariyama. I really don't want to play with the Sleep Turn, so I'm gonna go into my Scyther, as even if he wakes up, he's most likely gonna go for the close combat. But but he does not wake up. So I'm gonna go for the aerial ace as he goes into his Mismagius, and he told me that this Mismagius was a choice scarf set, so this means that it is gonna be a speed tie versus my Scyther and his Mismagius. I end up winning the speed tie and I'm able to knock him out. After the match, he also told me that he went for the Destiny Bond with his Mismagius, so I'm not sure how much the speed tie really mattered, but now he's gonna go into his Rapidash. I really cannot stay in because the Scyther is gonna be my win condition, so I'm gonna go ahead and sack my Luminion as he goes for the Wild Charge, and I can just bring in my Hariyama, and because I have Thick Fat, there is no way he can knock me out with Flare Blitz, so he's gonna go into his Hariyama as I go for the knockoff, and I'm basically forced to go for the close combat so that I can kill this Hariyama. So I'm gonna go for the close combat as he stays asleep, and I'm able to knock him out. So his last Pokemon is his Rapidash. There is no way he could win now because I do have my Choice Scarf Scyther chilling in the back. So he's gonna go into his Rapidash and take me out with the Flare Blitz as the Recall is gonna knock him out as well. So yeah, that's gonna be the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.